All right. Here we go again. Another motherfucking episode for you. This time, same cast and crew here. This is Dom.
This is Omar. I am part of the cast and the crew.
And the crew. So, shout out both cast and crew.
And shout out cast and crew, the payroll service that pays my bills.
To be announced. They will be coming in soon.
Yeah, you owe me money, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Shout out South by Southwest for maybe accepting this in next year's festival. Maybe the LA podcast. Maybe. We'll see. So,
maybe.
Today is going to be all about Doctor Strange. The new Marvel. Pretty sure it's going to be a classic.
Newish.
Going to be locked away in the Disney vault.
Very soon. Yeah, they're gonna have to buy it with the special 20-year anniversary.
20-year anniversary remastered.
Yeah, it's gonna have Cinderella.
Doctor Strange, like all the 30 for 30 tapes,
and Fantasia 2000.
3000.
Yeah, when 3000 comes out, that's gonna be
featuring Andre 3000.
Yo, that would actually be really
Hey, we thought of that. Cast and crew in reality thought of that first.
That'd be really dope.
So, Doctor Strange is the story of, you guessed it, a doctor named Strange, which they actually make a little pun about. And he is an egotistical but very good surgeon. Neurosurgeon, in fact. So that means he went to a lot of college.
Yeah.
And he is utterly obsessed with himself.
And that money. He's about that bread.
He loves his money. He has like Rolex, drawer full of Rolex watches. Do you remember that scene?
I don't.
You don't remember that shot?
No.
Were you taking a piss break?
Dude, after all the rest
This is not a background flick.
After all the twirly stuff in the middle and at the end, I don't remember what happened at the beginning, man. I felt like I just took shrooms or something.
Your ass was in the sunken
place. I was like, whoa.
In the mirror dimension.
My head hurts. Oh, plus, I watched, FYI, I watched it at like one of those dine and watch places with my girlfriend. So, like, we were probably ordering a pitcher of beer by then. Just like...
But it was good. So, they do a great job illustrating that this guy is his material possessions. And what makes him so refined is his hands. He has beautiful, concise handman work. So he can just get into your brain and just fuck shit up. He is a level 10 Jedi of mind tricks. And he probably would have made a masterful pimp because he can just work a bitch head like no other.
Yeah, he created Operation just so he could watch everybody else mess up and laugh.
He's that motherfucker. And he has an English accent, so he just naturally comes off condescending. Benedict
Don't they always?
Cumberbatch. Also featuring Benedict Wong, one of my favorite actors. Shatiwa Ejiofor. See, who else? Some decently hot names in this
Swinton
cast.
was in there, right? Tilda Swinton was in there?
Let's check.
Yeah.
Tilda Swinton. Show me Swinton for 300. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Letterboxd. Powered by TMDB. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Hemsworth. He made a little cameo at the end. But
the villain, Mads Mikkelsen.
He's a good villain, man. Because he was also the villain in Casino Royale. Yeah,
he makes a great Bond villain. His face is just like the perfect... It's like, that's evil right there.
Yeah.
That's the epitome of evil. No offense to my dude, I mean...
No, great job, Mads. He knows what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
I wonder what his parents look like.
Oh, God.
Damn. Because he's probably the watered-down version.
Again, no offense to my dude. He's killing the game.
You're killing it. Just don't kill us.
No, but this is a great film to talk about on this podcast because it's just like it creates so much thought into the time, the place, the spatial dimensions, like everything about reality, about what we see and what we perceive is brought into question in this film. And it's part of the Marvel Universe, so it's a different part of the Marvel Universe. Usually we're seeing the heroes up in front with the villains. They're right there in front of you, but this is a whole different side of the universe. It shows you the different ages and how like time can go from learning as an acolyte or as a beginning stage apprentice to becoming this master villain and bending space and time to the new guy and bringing him back into these different worlds. And it's
gimmicky for sure, like, but it works because the plot and the storyline of Doctor Strange is just so laden with magic. Like, nothing is out of question. You know, David Blaine would fit right in here. David Copperfield, you know, he'd probably make a home. You know, but it's just
Chris Angel, not so much.
no, they would
fuck you, Chris.
They'd see right through that shit. They would see right through his shit. But so the parallel here is that, you know, you go from this high mantle of ego, and he gets into a car crash because he's texting and driving, and it's in his Lamborghini. So it's like, well, don't feel too bad for him.
Yeah.
You know, we would all fucking wish we crashed in our Lamborghinis, but
I don't. I want to keep my Lamborghini.
that's not an option in this film. And so then it kind of puts him in a predicament with his hands so fucked up. He can't hold them straight. It's probably an excellent jerk off hand. Both hands are probably great jerk hands now, if they weren't already. And now he has to like live life differently, and he ends up finding out that he could either use his magic and pretty much stabilize his hands, but he'd have to always focus, and it'd be difficult for him to multitask. Or he can just keep his shaky Parkinson's laden ass hands and, you know, do some other good. And that's the big dilemma that he's facing, and I think that resonates with people that say, hey, I can either stay in this job and make the money, or I can go be a hippie artist and really fulfill my dreams.
Do we know when Doctor Strange the comic book was made?
Ooh.
Was it made sometime? It was probably made in like the 70s.
It's back there.
Okay.
It's back there.
Yeah, I didn't know, because to me, I'm thinking, man, you know, they're bending time and space, and he's got these shaky hands. Is that how they came up with Back to the Future?
Oh. That's fucked. That's fucked up.
That's a messed up joke, but...
that's fucked up.
But everybody knows I love Back to the Future. Shout out Michael
Part 1,
J.
2, or 3?
All three of them, really. The third one isn't fantastic.
Yeah.
But, you know...
But yeah, that
happens.
We will save that for a whole nother pod. We'll just do like the whole trilogy, and it'll be pretty, But... So something else that that happens here, he gets rejected several times by a bunch of doctors smarter than him, saying, your hands are fucked. Live with it, deal with it. Just retire.
Yeah, the doctors that you can sit there and pay like $10 million for, and they were still telling him. Like,
and he paid it anyway, so he's like broke as shit. And then he finally says, okay, I guess I'll go to magic school. And even they reject his ass. And they're like, no, you're fucked. Get out. He had shaky hands anyway. You know, you can never pull a rabbit out of a hat. And then they open up his mind, his third eye, and basically means it's like a bunch of muscle relaxers is what it is.
Yeah, he draws triangles for about 3 months or something like that.
Yeah. And then they give him a sling ring. And it's like, yo, that's all the magic I ever need. Just let me get one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I can sling my ass into the shower, sling my ass back into the office, you know, sling it up. That's basically Jumper right there. That's all the fucking magic you ever need. And that's what you get on the first day. Oh my, I mean, yeah, of course you're going to be in the Marvel cast with some shit like that. They gave you all the fucking powers of Anakin. That's the same actor from Jumper. Yeah. That's his whole storyline is a goddamn sling ring. And that's where these guys start.
That's what they did with the Green Lantern. It's the same thing. Except Green Lantern...
Well, for one, that's DC. And DC loves fucking up their film universe. So until they get his shit together, because in the TV shows, he goes pretty damn hard. That's Green Lantern. Not to be confused with Green Hornet, guys.
Yeah, Green Hornet had Seth Rogen.
Yeah, and... I was talking about the original with Bruce Lee. But yeah, you know, it's just a very different place.
Nobody. Who's Bruce Lee?
Yo.
Joking.
He about to eat a whole jar
We're
of baby
going to do
dicks.
Bruce Lee soon, you guys. We'll do one of those.
Mr. Lee's coming. We just have to make sure we do it right, because we want to make sure we pay homage.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is it's really interesting when they introduce the villain to Doctor Strange, and they kind of meet, and they have this these like different dimensions that they have. They have a room of like dimensions or something, and they go into them, and it's like all these different scenes, all these different worlds, and how they're trying to defend the different parts of it. You
know what's crazy? I think the villain to me represents corporate greed and globalization.
How's that?
Because the villain Dormammu has existed long before anyone else.
Right.
Corporations are pretty much entities. They are people. They even like assigned an EID, which is like their social security number in America. They outlive people.
Yeah.
And it just swallows everything.
Yeah.
And a corporation is all about that bottom line and profitability and those.
Yeah.
So I think, and it the way it just devoured the whole world, similar to how we poison all of our water, right? We kill all of our animals.
Yeah.
It's all this corporate lobbyist and shit. So I think, to me, he was kind of going from the healthcare, which is another huge lobbyist organization filled with a lot of corporations and bad people.
Yeah.
And villains, and became, a minimum wage acolyte with a sling ring. And to me, that illustrated, kind of like losing your job or your place in your status. And now you're like the man going against the corporation.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of minions, which is like his C-level executive, CEO, the CFOs. I don't know. I guess it could be swapped out for a number of different scenarios, but I felt like Dormammu could have illustrated Halliburton.
So are you saying he's a good guy, or he's like the corporation?
So no, the villain is definitely the bad guy.
Right.
Never twist that around.
Right.
Don't fucking believe that the NFL is a true 501c3 fucking non-profit. I mean, yeah, technically they are, but if you want to believe they're not making a profit, then...
Hey, man, but all those children they help.
What, those children with what, those concussions? Those concussed individuals that are now children? Those 30-year-old children, they done fucked up?
We're making a lot of enemies right now.
God damn. It's okay, we'll just trap their ass in a time loop.
Yeah, they won't be able to remember the thing until we say that they can remember it. And then they'll have to just give us the ability to make all the money that the NFL is making. And then we'll just keep doing it until we make all the money in the world.
Wait, then we would become the next Dormammu villain.
Shit, then sign me up to villain classes.
God
because
damn
I'm
it.
ready to go. Give me the ring.
And ipso factos kind of ties into the end of the story when Shetiwa Ejiofor, who was his homie, and put him through the whole locker room hazing thing, right?
Yeah.
And at the end, now he's hunting down the other fucking magicians and wizards.
Yeah.
Like Morgan Freeman in Now You See Me.
And you know what? I think he's going to make a great villain, too. In the next one.
Because he has an English accent.
In the Avengers or in whatever the hell. The next movie.
He
that
got his
Doctor
ass into
Strange
the Marvel
is gonna
Universe.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you think Doctor Strange ranks as far as like your favorite Marvel films
Hero?
recently so far? Yeah.
Hero or film?
Both. Let's go as far back as Blade.
Blade. Jesus.
Blade? What? Yeah. Blade.
A little minute ago.
Fine. We'll start with Iron Man. How about that? The first Iron Man.
Well, I mean, I like the first Iron Man. I'm not honestly a huge fan of a lot of the Marvel movies. Like, I think they're entertaining.
Omar A. Torres said that, not me. I like the Marvel movies. I like everything Disney. We talked about this.
I mean, I'll say this. I work at Pinewood. Pinewood is a like host of like a long deal with Marvel, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Extra long.
And that's the Pinewood in Atlanta, not in the other places. UK and all. I think they have one in Malaysia or whatever. But
ITA.
yeah, Pinewood Atlanta has a deal with Marvel, and they've been doing films there. They've done Ant-Man. They did Guardians 2, I think. They did Captain America. They're doing Avengers 2.
Yo, give me some fucking t-shirts, man.
But I am not a huge fan of just like the content of a lot of the Marvel movies. They just seem they don't have enough for me for the most part.
Enough depth?
Not enough depth, not enough story, not enough character development. It's all kind of convoluted. But I believe Doctor Strange was actually a
One of the
good
better